marketing plan. We've established our customer, we've decided our industry, we've talked about what makes us different, but now we've got to talk about how we're going to promote it. How are we going to advertise? So this is marketing plan. So marketing plan, if you have any kind of graphic design skills or a graphic design friend, maybe you want to make an ad, maybe you want to make a little flyer or something like that. However you plan to market, you have the option to get very creative in this section. But what you're going to do in this section is figure out your plan to advertise. Right? How am I going to reach my customers? And think about, and this is actually really important, who is your target customer and how best to reach them, right? So, for example, if I'm marketing to the elderly, right, I have this really cool, hip scooter thing, right? Do not market on social media, right? But if you're working with 20 to 35-year-olds, we're probably going to want some kind of social media interactive platform, right? So think about what is your age demographic, and then what is the best way to reach them, right? Think about, do you want social media, right? Do you want mail? Do you want a billboard? Billboards can be cool, right? If that is an appropriate way to reach your audience. Maybe you want like a really cool online interactive website. Maybe you want a TV ad, radio ad, right? So think about, how are you going to hear about it, right? How do you hear about things? And then those are kind of your different options for how you're going to market it. So think about what appeals to your customer, and how can you make these fit your market, right? So make sure that your method matches your target audience, and make sure you have some fun with it, right? Like, people aren't going to follow a new company if they're really, like, bland, professional. Like, add some pizzazz, So in this section, you're going to probably write 1 to 2 paragraphs, so probably half a page to 3/4 of a page, and explain to me how it is you're going to reach your target audience. Are you going to use social media? Who's going to run it? How is it going to be run? Are you going to be like Wendy's and be really fun and really exciting and people like constantly are tweeting and retweeting you because you're funny? Or are you going to be really, really bland and people aren't going to want to follow along, right? So just kind of figure out what kind of model you're going to use. Are you going to send out mail flyer things? Just kind of make sure that it matches your target audience. So for Yotzco is trying to hit 20 to 35 for those in-person things. So we're adopting a social media model, right? We're going to try and be interactive, we're going to be fun, and this is also important because they want to be community members. And so whether you like it or not, online is a community. So we're going to have a social media, interactive, fun, engaging position, right? And then we're going to have some fun accounts. We're also going to have some really cool online stuff. We're going to have a nice website with the information. And then eventually we would like to get to TV ad, but those are kind of expensive, so my company is waiting. As for, and this is kind of best if you're B2C, right? If you're dealing directly with your consumers and your customers. If you're looking at companies, right, or you're dealing with other businesses, they don't really care about social media, right? So what you're going to want to do is, maybe if you're dealing with local businesses, maybe you're going to want to meet with the managers. Maybe you're going to want to send a flyer out. Maybe you're going to want to join some kind of like magazine or like informational package that like maybe the organization sends out to companies that are like similar to it. So find a way to hit those businesses to businesses, right? So for the sake of grocery stores, there is an Atlantean grocery store magazine, right, that gets sent out. So we decided we'd put a flyer in there because we know that managers of grocery stores read that, and that it's actually like for grocery and bakery management. And then we also went into the businesses directly and said, hey, we're selling pineapples, you should buy our pineapples instead of whatever ones you're selling, right? So just kind of think about the best way to market, and this is marketing plan. So remember, half page to 3/4 of a page. This could be a little bit fun. If you have some kind of artsy side, like, feel free to express it. Let's see those ads, let's see those imaginative ideas. If you want to have a Geico blimp, like, do that. Whatever is best to reach your target audience.